Hi and welcome to Story Time for June 29th. Our theme today is being kind and helpful to other people. And one way we can be kind to other people is to say hello. So we're going to start with our hello song. Bread and butter. Bread and butter. Marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello! Bread and butter. Marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as silly as we can. Hello, 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 hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as nice as we can. Hello, and I'm so glad you're here today with us. Our next song is The More We Read Together. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. Read big books and small books, read short books and tall books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. And our next song is Roly Poly. Roly poly, roly poly, up, 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 up. Roly, roly poly, roly, roly poly, down, 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 down. Roly poly, roly poly, out, 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 out. Roly, roly poly, roly, roly poly, in, 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 in. Roly poly, roly poly, fast, 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 fast. Roly, roly poly, roly, roly poly, slow, slow, slow. Our first story today is called Tweezle into Everything. It's by Stephanie McClellan and Dean Griffiths. Pumpkin was the first. Hoogie came next. Tweezle is the baby. My sweet baby boy, says Mum, you're the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Up you go, baby boy, says Dad. You're the last yummy cookie in the cookie jar. I not baby, said Tweezle. I big boy. At breakfast, Pumpkin makes pancakes. Hoogie makes a pretty bouquet of flowers. Tweezle makes a mess. Mom is talking on the phone when she hears a splash and a crash. Tweezle, she calls. Oh, Tweezle, says Mom, why would you do that? I big, says Tweezle, grinning. Dad is taking a snooze when he hears a blam and a slam. Yikes, Tweezle, says Dad. What are you thinking? I big, says Tweezle. Mom, says Pumpkin, look what Tweezle did. That little rat drew all over my picture. Dad, yells Hoagie, the little slug has been in my room. He wrecked my stuff. I not little, sniffs Tweezle. I big. You're the lint at the bottom of my pocket, says Pumpkin, and the mud on the bottom of my sneakers, says Hoagie. I not bottom, says Tweezle. I big boy. After dinner, Tweezle is missing. Mum looks upstairs. Dad looks downstairs. Pumpkin and Hoagie look in the backyard. Dad, says Pumpkin, look what Tweezle did. He dug 100 holes, says Hoagie. He's just into everything these days, says Mom. Where is that little monster, says Dad. Mom and Dad and Pumpkin and Hoagie follow the muddy footprints. Hey, says Pumpkin, that's my basket. Tweezle, says Hoagie, that's my blanket. Wait a minute, says Mom, look what Tweezle did. A baby bird nestles in Hoagie's blanket, in Pumpkin's basket, in Tweezle's arms. Tweezle hums a lullaby as he rocks the baby bird back and forth. Baby fall, he says, pointing to the empty nest in the tree. What a big thing to do, says Mom. This is a big deal, Tweezle, says Pumpkin. Where did you get such a big idea, says Hoagie. Come here, big guy, says Dad. Let's hang the basket where Mummy Bird will find it. Tweezle is bigger than anyone when Dad lifts him on his shoulders. You should be so proud of yourself, says Mom. Big time, says Tweezle. And that is a story about how even little children can be big, helpful friends. Our next song, get your rocket hands ready, is Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Upside down and all around, I'll show you where the stars are found. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! And our next song is a song that we've sung before in story time. It's actually going to be in 3 different languages, and it's one way you can be kind to somebody else to tell them that you love them. So the song is called Yo Te Amo. Yo te amo, yo te amo. All day long I'll sing this little song to you. Yo te amo, yo te amo. Darling, I love you. Je je t'aime. All day long I'll sing this little song to you. Je t'aime, je t'aime. Darling, I love you. I love you, I love you. All day long I'll sing this little song to you. I love you, I love you. Darling, I love you. Our second story today is called Be Kind. It's by Pat Zietlow Miller. Tanisha spilt grape juice yesterday. All over her new dress. Everyone laughed. I almost did too, but Mom always tells me to be kind, so I tried. I don't think it worked though. I said, "Purple is my favorite color." I thought Tanisha would smile, but she ran into the hall instead. When she came back, snack time was over. She put on her art smock and didn't look at anyone. I almost told Tanisha that art was my favorite class, but I didn't want her to leave again. So I painted purple splotches and added some green until I had a bunch of beautiful violets. While I painted, I thought about Tanisha. Should I have handed her my napkin? Let her borrow my sweatshirt? Spilt my juice so that everyone stared at me instead? What does it mean to be kind anyway? Maybe it's giving, making cookies for Mr. Rinaldi who lives alone, letting someone with smaller feet have my too tight shoes. He might win races in them too. Maybe it's helping, putting dirty dishes in the sink, cleaning up after Otis, our class guinea pig. He's a messy eater. Maybe it's paying attention, telling Desmond I like his blue boots, asking the new girl to be my partner, listening to Aunt Franny's stories, even the ones I've heard before. Being kind should be easy, like throwing away a wrapper or recycling a bottle or saying, "Thank you," "Bless you." My mom says the quickest way to be kind is to use people's names. Hey, Carla. What's new, Omar? Good afternoon, Rabbi Mandelbaum. Being kind can be hard too, even when you know what to do. Teaching someone something I'm good at is tricky, even when I'm patient. And sticking up for someone when other kids aren't kind is really hard and really scary. Maybe I can't solve Tanisha's grape juice problem. Maybe all I can do is sit by her in art class and paint this picture for her, because I know she likes purple too. Maybe I can only do small things, but my small things might join small things other people do, and together they could grow into something big. something really big. So big that all our kindnesses spill out of our school, spread throughout town, travel across the country, and go all the way around the world. Right back to Tanisha and me, so we can be kind again and again. And again. It's time for another song, and this is another song we've sung before in the story time. It's kind of a silly song. It's called Green Zucchini. Green zucchini, I like green zucchini. Green zucchini, that's what I like best. Do you like it on your head? Yes, I like it on my head. On your head, on my head. Oh, green zucchini, I like green zucchini. Green zucchini, that's what I like best. Do you like it on your shirt? Yes, I like it on my shirt. On your shirt, on my shirt. Oh, green zucchini, I like green zucchini. Green zucchini, that's what I like best. Do you like it on your shoe? Yes, I like it on my shoe. On your shoe, on my shoe. Oh, green zucchini, I like green zucchini. Green zucchini, that's what I like best. And you can sing that song with your favorite food, like cheesy pizza, or red tomatoes, or pepperoni, or peanut butter. You could go, peanut butter, I like peanut butter. Peanut butter, that's what I like best. Do you like it on your head? Yes, I like it on my head. On your head, on my head. Oh, peanut butter, I like peanut butter. Peanut butter, that's what I like best. And again, you can sing it for whatever type of food you like. And now that we've played with the green zucchini and put it on our head, and the peanut butter and put it on our hands, we're going to wash our hands with the washing hands song. Tops and bottoms, in between, in between. Don't forget your thumbs, don't forget your thumbs, and the nails, and the nails. Scrub all over, scrub all over. One more time, one more time. Rinse them in cold water, rinse them in warm water. Now they're clean, 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 clean. And now we have another special guest storyteller. Today's special guest storyteller is Melissa Zimmer, and she is reading The Riddle of the Lost Egg by Simon McLean.
Hi everyone, my name's Melissa, and today I'm going to be reading you a story called Albert and Friends, The Riddle of the Lost Egg. Ready? Here we go. It was raining, it was pouring, and Albert was snoring. But there was another sound through the rain and the trees. It was not the birds and it was not the bees. It was not the sound of rain as it falls. It was Woody the Wombat, making trunk calls. Albert! Come out of that fern. We're in the rainforest to explore and to learn. So Albert awoke and slid down the tree. There was so much in the rainforest that they both wanted to see. But the wet forest floor caused Albert to slip, so he ended up doing a fabulous flip. He somersaulted and made quite a kasplot and said to himself, "Oh, swell, thanks a lot." He lay there a moment, feeling quite dazed. When he saw what he saw, he was really amazed. "Galloping gum leaves," he cried, "I spy with my little eye something that looks like an egg walking by." "How observant you are, my fine furry friend. But this egg's legs are attached to my ample ant end." "This egg," said the ant, "is an unwelcome guest. It rolled in, blocking traffic in our organized nest." Blocking traffic it was, so this egg had to go. But just where it came from, none of us know. "Eggs don't just happen," said Albert. "They have to be laid. I think with its mother this egg should have stayed." Now, some eggs, it's true, are made for just eating, but I can hear this egg's tiny heart beating. We must take care to keep it warm, because from this egg something's going to be born. "You're right," said Woody. "This is no joke. There's more to an egg than just its yolk. Inside this egg something is growing. We must find its mother, so we'd better get going. My fine feathered friends, you'd help with our cause if you'd say that this little lost egg could be yours." "Shh," said the scrub turkey. "Don't jump around. My eggs are incubating here in my mound. For an egg all alone, life must be rather scary." "But it's not ours," said Drongo, Leerbird, and Cassowary. On a branch above was a green tree snake. "Please, sister snake, if this is your egg, it's yours to take." "So sorry," said the snake. "Such a splendid suggestion, but I've recently eaten and have a slight indigestion. Can't say it is, won't dither, can't stay, must slither. But say, my soft furry friend, I smell a rat you can ask just around the bend." "I am not a rat, and I am not a potaroo, and I am not a patamelon. I'm a rat kangaroo. If you're asking me who's who, I'd show that egg to the palm cockatoo." "Craw, craw," squawked the cockatoo, showing her crest. "My eggs are at home and safe in their nest." Suddenly the rainforest filled with bright lorikeets and erupted in a chorus of screeches and tweets. It's impossible to hear through their squeaks and squawks, for with lorikeets at the same time, the whole family talks. "Can you check this egg?" pleaded Albert. "If you're thinking of stopping." "We're sorry," they squawked, "but we're doing our shopping." Then from the bushes jumped a strange creature. "Don't worry," she laughed. "I'm not going to eat your—" "Her bark," said another, "is worse than her bite, so don't get alarmed and don't get a fright." "Yes, Dixie's the name, and I'm quite on the level, though I have been known to be a bit of a devil." "A devil, all right," teased Queenie the Quoll. "We all know her practical jokes take their toll." "We must," explained Albert, "before time passes us by, find this egg's mother, so one day it might fly." They both stared at the egg as if to inspect it. "We'll join in your quest and help to protect it." Meanwhile, high up in the tops of the trees, the flying fur balls were warming up their trapeze. "Uh-oh," thought Albert, "this could well irk us, for the forest at night turns into a circus. Roll up, we're the flying fur balls. We're as good as it gets. And just you remember, we never use nets." And with that, any number and all manner of things started balancing and jumping and juggling on swings. Flap, flip, and flop, the flying fox brothers had one special trick quite unique from the others. They each sang a chorus to a famous bat ballad whilst flying back to front and eating fruit salad. Now that night was a young glider's very first glide. It gave Albert such a fright that he very near died. The glider missed the swing onto which she should cling, and was flung towards Albert with a very fast fling. In a flash the glider splashed Albert fair in the face, caused a chain reaction, and launched the egg into space. Fling! Albert watched as the egg went sky high. It looked as if this was the final goodbye. Help! Albert yelled up to the flying trapeze. Please save our egg. Can you save our egg, please? But it gets quite tricky up on the high wire, and the egg flew past and went higher and higher. Then the Flying Fox brothers zeroed on in, but they couldn't resist trying a fancy tailspin. They tangled and crashed all together mid-air, banged their heads and forgot just why they were there. And so the Flying Fox brothers, flap, flip, and flop, bungled the catch, and the egg started to drop. Everyone watched, staring in awe, as the egg headed fast for the rainforest floor. It's moments like these, said Albert, that I wish I could fly. Cried his friends, now's a good time to give it a try. They took a quick jump onto a seesaw, and up, up and away Albert did soar. Flung! So next thing he knew, Albert's wish had come true. He aimed for the egg, as away fast he flew. So fast was Albert, as if from a slingshot, that he caught the egg. Believe it or not, the Flying Fox brothers were stunned and amazed as Albert caught the egg and flew on unfazed. But soon he and the egg would fall back to earth, and the thought of crash landing hardly filled him with mirth. But remember, Albert is smart, not just furry and cute, so he used his pillow to parachute. Now the flying furballs thought they'd done it all, but none of their tricks compared with the koala cannonball. They floated down through fern and palm frond and came to rest by the rainforest pond. It's not ours, said the frogs, starting to bloat. Frogs' eggs, you see, all know how to float. Oh, said Albert, this is the hardest of cases. We're going to end up with egg on our faces. Ulysses the butterfly, so blue and so bright, fluttered around Albert in a zigzagging flight. This egg, he said, is different. It's extreme. I think this egg is monotreme. There are only two creatures of this ilk. They lay eggs, but feed their babies on milk. Just then Albert heard a scratching. Do you think to an echidna this egg would be matching? Pardon me, he said, interrupting her scratch, but I'm hoping this egg and you will match. As a mother, she said, I'm no slouch. I keep my own egg right here in my pouch. But poor little egg, and so ill-fated, it's just like mine. They must be related. Now, you're on the right track, but think more absurd. For this egg is not lizard, nor turtle, nor bird, said Ulysses. This egg to which you're trying to link us is no other than Ornithorhynchus. The animals fell about laughing at this new word so named. This butterfly, we think, is a little bird-brained. Ornitho what? Was Albert's next query. It's a platypus, dear friend. That is my theory. Oh no, cried Woody. The egg has been broken. And yes, it was true. The shell had started to open. The friends could hardly contain their thrill as slowly appeared a tiny duck bill, and all the friends began to shout, Platypus, platypus, please come out. Then they turned as they heard someone else sing, Have you found her? Have you saved her, my precious offspring? Mother Platypus plump sprang right out of the water. You've found her, you've saved her, my brand new little daughter. Oh, plop! As an egg, you've risked life and limb. Now jump in the water and learn how to swim. Yes, her life as an egg, laughed Albert, has been wild. Anything after that for her will be mild. And now that her real life has begun, I hope she fills it with just as much fun. Yes, life's an adventure from beginning to end, and it's always more fun to share with a friend. So remember to live it, and around it don't skirt, and enjoy every moment, just like Albert. The end.
Those animals were really helpful getting that, finding out who that lost egg belonged to. Thanks so much, Melissa, for reading for us. It's great. It's time to say goodbye. And so we're going to sing our goodbye song. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye and have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye.